was going to call you Kitty anyway. You couldn't answer the
From
information.
Upper East,
All
Boga
right.
to be precise.
Okay.
And my boss asked that I come learn how to counter misinformation.
Disinformation.
So, and I'm also here to meet new people.
That's fine.
All right. Yes,
So
sir.
you call me right to us where you meet me.
Okay.
I'll gladly respond.
Okay.
I'm here to submit myself to be a student for the next 3 days.
Right.
And I hope after the 3 days I'll become an ambassador.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Elham from Upper West Region. Sisala
The name is Elham.
Yes.
Okay.
Sisala East to be precise. I'm here to be trained on disinformation and then misinformation.
Okay.
Also to connect.
To connect. Beautiful.
I'm Abukar Abdurrahman from Northern Region here,
Okay.
and my radio station is from Kombongo district,
Okay.
but the community is Dalong.
Okay.
Yes, and I also like reading.
From the Upper East region, precisely Boga.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like working with figures.
Yes, interesting.
Yes, and I'm here to be trained on disinformation and misinformation, and also to network.
Thank you, Mom. Yes, sir.
I'm Aselga, Problem Rabia, Kilitin said David. You call me Aselga.
Asalga.
Aseliga.
Asiliga. Okay.
By the end of the
Please repeat
3
your-
days, I should be able to understand the to understand misinformations and disinformations, and be able to apply them in our station.
In your station. Okay. Okay. Where are you coming from, sir?
Yes, I'm from the Upper East region.
I would like to add on to my existing knowledge on the fact check tools, and also to be able to use them in my workplace.
All right. Okay. All right. Yes, sir.
So after the entire day training, my expectations are that I versed myself with the tools to counter misinformation and disinformation, how to identify misinformation and combat it, and also to use AI tools responsible for checking misinformation.
And radio's dual role as both a trusted official information channel and a potential amplifier of false narratives. So you are like the double-edged sword.
So, yeah.
You can't hear, you can't hear. We will try to understand how that works. Then we will grasp the basic shape of Ghana's information ecosystem and how false narratives move through it. Okay? Finally, we'll recognize the thematic areas most affected by disinformation, like politics, elections, ethno-religious issues, socio-cultural issues, and our community tensions. And that will be all for day 1. But we have the questions who are already in those communities, who the communities listen to, and you are the ones here. That is why we have brought you here. The other thing that also informed our work with you is this baseline. So I don't know if everybody here took part in the baseline survey, but we did a survey of 100 community radio stations, and we wanted to understand them. What are their needs around this information? And the baseline told us that 86% of you rate this information as highly effective in shaping your community attitudes. So if somebody starts a rumor today, it builds on and it shapes the way people think in your communities. And that is what disinformation is doing in your communities. And 8 out of 10 people have said this. It means that it's serious business, okay? 92% of you say that disinformation in local languages is more harmful than in English.
Sure. Yes.
And it's true because of the nuances in our language, the cultural differences in the language.
Yeah.
So that makes it very, very serious business, okay? 72 of you said that you have no dedicated budget line for anti-disinformation work. It means that even though you see the disinformation running around in your community, you still can't do anything about it because you don't have the money to do what you want to do, okay? Then 74% of you said you use no AI technology to detect or counter false content. It means that even the platforms that now, they are available, you don't even use them. You don't know how to use them. I don't know whether it's about accessibility, so you don't have access to them. Before their usage, you don't know how to use them. So that is what informed bringing you here to have this training. This is the first cohort. We could have done it in the south before coming to the north. But we think that it's important for us to start from the top and count down. At the end of the day, you should be able to cascade the training I'm giving you here in your newsroom. you should easily tell them that it is not called fake news. It is called misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation. That is what I want to achieve as a trainer. So if by the 3 days I am able to tell you what misinformation is, disinformation is, I've solved your expectations. But for me as a trainer, I would want to see you do a similar training in your newsrooms, at your workplaces, and that would make me proud as a trainer that I have achieved my aim at the end of the day. Are we all on the same page?
Yes.
Is this achievable in the 3 days?
Yes. Sure.
Are we ready to take off?
Yes.
Please, there will be a lot of content, but as much as possible, let's chew on it. And if you don't get where you are coming from, what pertains in your stations, I don't know which stations. I intentionally didn't ask you to mention your stations when you were doing your introductions, because we would want to know what your station is all about and what you do in your stations. Is there any 2 people from one station here? Or we are all unique? It means there are about 23 different newsrooms we are going to be interacting with. ISD is the 3rd one. So there are 22 newsrooms and ISD, which is 23. And they also operate as a newsroom. So that's why I'm saying 23 newsrooms, okay? So 23 unique newsrooms we are going to understand how you work. We'll check out your similarities. We'll want to know what is different in your stations and understand even the disinformation we talk about. How do you deal with it in your various spaces? Is it different from each other? Is it same? Is it unique? Is it something special? Is it something that is common within this cohort? Because this is an northern cohort. So is it common within the cohort, or is something that we haven't seen before? It's the newest thing in town, okay? So that will be our station profiles. Then we'll move on to our first lesson, where we will get to understand information distortion or disorder. It can be a distortion or disorder. And so the definitions you want to understand. That's why I said if we leave it to that alone, today we'll finish the training. If you want to know what misinformation, disinformation, malinformation is, by the time we finish lesson 1, we are done with the training, or we've met your expectations, so you can say you are going home. But there is more to it, okay? So we'll do an introductory session where we'll understand the terms. What makes each of them different? Why don't we use fake news? Why don't we call it fake news? Because everybody calls it fake news. But we have categorized it and say we should call it misinformation, disinformation. Why? Okay? Then we would want to understand, so radio Sankasa, what's your role in all of this? The medium called radio, how does it help us to do what we want to do, especially in the fight against misinformation and disinformation? 10 times with now, especially in the early 2000s, and now that there's a lot of digital tools and technology, what has changed within the ecosystem? What has improved? What has distorted? What has changed? So those are the things we'll discuss during that time. And then we would want to understand system where you will see that it's in a blast, like viral, very, very heavy. And we want to understand where are those hotspots? When can we be very attentive to the trends and what is happening within the information space, okay? And that will be all for day 1.
And I'm really, really grateful that you've all made it here from very far and near. I think we are coming from the furthest, Accra. So we are all welcome here. I was sitting down very quietly. I'm quite both formal and informal person, so I'm quite open. I don't wear a straight jacket, so feel free with me. Feel free to enhance their work. So the work that you do when you go on the field. Those days we used to share something called flip camera. I don't know whether you guys have heard about it.